This is the darkest room in the world, and I'm gonna spend 50 hours in it.
Let's do it.
I've never been in a place this dark before, and that's because I professionally painted all the walls with the blackest paint in the world, which is really, really black. It literally feels like disappearing in the darkness. Everything melts into a black space. After 10 minutes, I was sweating, and I was already getting really bored. Now, if you're wondering why I locked myself in a box for 50 hours, I'm kinda asking myself the same question. It's because I am afraid of darkness. I mean, I stopped sleeping with the light on a few years ago, but every single time I turn off the light of my basement, I rush up the stairs like if my life depended on it. Only by facing my fear, I won't run anymore. Maybe. I just know that an article I found a few days ago didn't really help. Darkness can do all kinds of things to your body and your brain. Wrecking sleeping cycles, hallucinations after 1 day or 2, loss of vision. I mean, I usually don't trust these articles. In any case, we were about to find out. I have everything I need to survive inside here. Water, food, even a folding mattress.
This is great.
And also,
I have a pillow.
Where is it? A pillow that looks like a cat. I'm gonna call it Kit. Kit Kat. I'm sorry. I also brought a sketchbook. If the article is right and I will actually start to see weird images after a while, I will try to draw them. Moreover, I also wanted to find out if in 2 days I could actually get any better at drawing without seeing what I'm doing.
I drew a bird and a horse.
Please support my drawing skills in the comments. The first effect of darkness is losing the sense of time. I mean, which is kinda similar to what I experienced in the White Room. But somehow, I kept myself entertained. The only issue with doing push-ups in a black box is the absence of breathable air. And after 5 minutes, I was completely exhausted. I haven't really felt fear yet. But after 3 hours, boredom took over. Turns out that it's not that fun living in a black box. Who would ever see that coming? Not me for sure. Alright, by the way, I fell asleep. After 6 to 10 hours, your eyes will be fully adapted to darkness.
My eyes are completely useless. I literally can't see anything. Isn't it weird that I'm sleeping on a cat in a black box?
It's kinda like being blind, not that I know. But even if my eyes were wide open, I could only see black.
I have no idea what time it is. Let's assume it's breakfast.
I only brought corn inside the room. I don't know why.
I will probably become a corn cob. I also wonder if this will taste any better after 50 hours.
Now, if you're wondering why I'm using a night mask in the darkest room in the world, that's understandable. It's because after a while my eyes started to burn. I was probably forgetting to blink. That's the same mask I'm using to go to the bathroom. I didn't feel confident enough doing it in the darkness. Anyways, after the corn, I kept assuming weird positions, disrespecting Keith in the process.
I'm sorry.
After 15 hours, my brain was still functioning, meaning that I didn't have hallucinations and not even fear. I swear I didn't know I was making those facial expressions, by the way. But after I spent 1 hour doing nothing and thinking about nothing, this happened.
No way, no way. I just saw something. I'm not sure if it was like an hallucination or it was just thoughts or dreams, but I saw something extremely weird. It was an animation. First, it was a crocodile that was going around. This animation had only 2 colors, really dark green and black. His skin turned into a face of a man. This face turned into a black hole, and then I saw a man flying into the black hole. I don't think it was like an hallucination. I knew it was a dream. This is getting interesting. I am literally dreaming with my eyes open. I don't have any control over the images I see. They're just random images that appear, and that's it. And I can't just watch. I literally just saw 2 galactic eyes crashing against each other. And even right now, I'm seeing stuff. Dude.
And if you think about it, all this kinda makes sense. Our brain is consistently receiving information, and we are so used to this amount of data that when it gets cut off, our brain essentially produces its own. Anyways, after this episode, I had no doubt I was gonna end up having hallucinations. Darkness is going to wreck your sleeping cycle. Well, that is true, because I fell asleep at 4 AM and I slept about 7 hours.
What a beautiful sunny morning.
The next morning, I kept thinking about the dreams of the previous day. It's something that I really wasn't expecting, and I was excited about it. But at the same time, fear was starting to hit me. I keep thinking about a quote I read. Darkness will show you the things you don't want to see. So a crocodile and spaceships. Makes sense. I know I'm in a perfectly safe environment, but my brain is like, I can't see. Fear. That's so stupid. There is actually a fascinating reason for that. Fear is there to protect us from possible harm. It's basically like pain.
It makes sense though. There could be a tiger behind me right now, and I would have no idea.
Some senses get slightly better in the darkness, like taste. Corn. Most senses will immediately get worse, like balance, for example.
It should be really hard to stand on one leg with your eyes closed. Oh yeah, it's hard.
Anyways, after this stunt I became a black vegetable for about 2 hours. And I have no idea what I thought about all that time. Must have been interesting. But in the following hour, everything changed. Darkness and confinement really started to knock me down. Literally.
You know the reason why I love being here? It's because then I will love not being here. What did I just say? I feel like I got pretty used to the darkness at this point. I became a nocturnal animal. And so I want to try 2 things that I really shouldn't do here. Drawing once again, and also shaving my beard. I actually have a razor inside here. A sharp one. I wouldn't survive the shock of seeing myself without a beard. So this was highly dangerous. Kinda like browsing sketchy website without using NordVPN. Thank you Nord for sponsoring this one. You can check it out, link below. To cut my beard, I could only rely on my fingers. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Nord allows you to change your location with a single click. Something I would love to do right now. And accessing websites and content that are only available in certain countries. I was getting confident. For no reason at all, because I had literally no idea what I was doing. You know, I had to do a bunch of research for this video, and some websites could be bad. Thankfully Nord encrypts my data, hides my IP, and keeps me safe from being tracked. It also automatically hides bad websites, which is great. Check out NordVPN, link in description. They have an insane holiday season deal and a 30-day money-back guarantee. And by using my link in description, you support my channel too.
Alright, I think I'm done. If I messed up, I wouldn't know till I get out. I hope I didn't. Now I want to try to draw one more time.
I drew the same subjects, a bird and a horse. And this time, I was actually confident I was making a good job.
Alright guys, this is the first artwork, the one I made in the beginning. And this is the new one. How does it look? I'm pretty confident it's better.
I was clearly developing superhuman powers. Right. But after 48 hours in the darkness, I really started thinking about the abilities of blind people, given the fact that I literally couldn't drink water.
I always had immense respect for blind people, but now even more. Imagine skiing being blind. How can you do that? That's insane.
At this point, I seriously couldn't stand the darkness anymore, and I was incredibly tired of core. After 48 hours, the hallucinations will turn into complex images floating around the room. I was indeed waiting for the actual hallucinations to kick in. And while waiting, it happened the same thing of the previous day. Random images, dreaming while awake. And that's when I realized that these were the actual hallucinations. I was exhausted. I felt like I've been inside the room for a week, and I only wanted to get out. But then I remembered why I'm doing all this. Telling this story to my grandkids? Yes. Remembering this experience forever? Yes. But most importantly, is to get a visa from the US government. Yes. My lifelong dream is to live in the United States with my fellow YouTubers. But Joe from the government won't give me the visa unless we reach 3 million subscribers. Please subscribe, help changing the life of a Mike Shake.
I will know when it's time because I set up an alarm after 50 hours and I just can't wait to hear it.
I was ready to face my basement. But before that, there was something else I was risking. Loss of vision. After a long time in the darkness, people experienced loss of vision after seeing the light once again. Kinda like when you check your phone in the morning, but worse. And honestly, I couldn't care less about it.
I think I will actually keep Kid after all this. Not the mattress, but I will definitely keep Kid. Yes! Yes!
Getting out has been absolutely beautiful, but I still had one challenge left. The basement. Alright. Well, still scary, but I'm not gonna run.